All right, everybody, I'm really excited for this next session. And this second half of the day there's still a lot more to cover. This is Fernando from SEMrush. This is one of my favorite tools for understanding. For me, it's about understanding demand in technology product categories and how that's changing. But for you, you can think about the exact same thing applying to e-commerce product categories and how you might be thinking about adding a new product to your lineup based on changing trends of demand. We've seen a lot of this, especially in the beauty space, in the fashion and apparel space and stuff like that. But Fernando's going to go broad and wide on a lot of mistakes that are being made today in e-commerce. He's going to give you some ways to fix them. Fernando, let me bring you on screen right now. How's it going?
Hi there, Rick.
Hey.
I was enjoying the last session. What a fantastic day, huh?
Yeah, it's going well. And if anyone was here from the beginning, I even showed a quick clip of myself at the top of the hill today. It was a beautiful day outside here in Walnut Creek. Let me go ahead and put your slides on screen. I will remove myself and give you the stage.
Perfect. Thank you very much, and welcome everyone to my session. I'm Fernando Angulo from the SEMrush team. Today, with a little bit of drama, I'm going to be telling you about the 10 of the most deadly e-commerce mistakes and how to fix them. Preparing this material, we noticed that there's a lot of interesting mistakes. All of them, of course, are able we can fix them. We can fix all of them, and it's going to be not that difficult, but we're going to be starting mentioning about a little bit who is SEMrush, right? So we are an online platform that is meant to be for online marketers who are working with content marketing, SEO, social media, and of course with paid advertisement, with competitor research, competitor intelligence. We are basically everywhere. I'm based in Prague, in the Czech Republic. Well, today and the last 2 months, I'm in Ecuador, in the middle of the world, just trying to have some warm weather. And of course, these are some of the clients. These are some of the clients that we have, and we have learned a lot from them. A lot about their processes, about their strategies, and how they are fixing their mistakes just using our tools. So we are team next to our users, because we are a product-centric company. If you need a solution, we are creating that solution. And for e-commerces, we have a lot of stuff to share with you. And of course, today we want to work with you as a team, showing you what are the things that you need to improve in your website. Let's see how you should work the technical SEO part. We have four parts. This is our DIRT strategy. Well, why it's called DIRT? Because we have D for delivery. There you will see speed and performance, which are very important. Security, the mobile-friendly version of your website. Then we have the relevance. So the internal architecture of the website, the internal linking, the link building that you have, the content that you're sharing, that you're promoting, the multimedia, the image optimization, how you can improve that part. Then we have the infrastructure with all the indexation and analysis, with the Sidemap, the Robottxt, with this server redirections, the HTTP to HTTP migration. And the last part, the most important one of the most important ones, is the trust. If you are selling something, you need to deliver first trust. And we have different trust factors. We have the business intelligence, and we have the user experience with all the KPIs and metrics. So this is the structure that we're going to be seeing today, and the mistakes that are over there. So let's start with the ideal structure of an e-commerce website, which looks very simple, which is like this, right? You have your homepage, you have your category, you have the subcategory, and you have your different products, right? So this is a well-optimized architecture. It's very simple, but it's very powerful. And if we're gonna be starting with the mistakes, let's start with the hardest part, with the technical SEO mistakes. And no matter if you are an expert in SEO, or if you are just running the e-commerce, or if you are just a part of the team, we need to be part of the team. We are going to be showing you the key parts, the top 10 mistakes with the rating, right? And let's see the number one mistake, so the most deadly one, which is scrollability. So this term is used by robots, so they are crawling like spiders, as you can see. They're crawling. The search engines are crawling all the websites around the globe, and they are indexing. So they are copying the information about the most important information about each website. And this is the main problem. Imagine if these crawlers cannot see your website. So we have identified, we have researched around 25,000 e-commerces, the most popular e-commerces worldwide, and we have found their main mistakes. And here you have the results of that research. In the blue color, you will see the percentage of websites affected by this problem, this issue with the crawling, and the orange number, that the orange color of the images that you're seeing here show the average percentage of the website page affected by this issue. So blue is the overall number of websites. The orange color is only the page affected by this. So let's see. Permanent redirects. Mostly 85% of the website, they have this issue. In some case, if you have forgot about this permanent redirect, you will see a user just leaving your website, your web page, because they are just having not really good experience with their redirections. If they are in a good shape, so people are not going to be noticing anything, and you will not have any problems. But you need to check why in some case in the past you have put, or someone from an SEO team put that permanent redirect from an old version to a new version, from a landing page that is not working anymore to another landing page. So the second problem here is blocked from crawling. So this is the problem that is affecting 79% of the website. So if you're blocking crawlers, and imagine if you're blocking Google, the Google bot, that means that they're not going to be entering to your website. Well, they're going to be entering, but they're not going to be indexing. The average time that they're going to be using to index your website is going to be lower and lower each time if you're blocking them. So be sure that you're not blocking anyone. Exactly, don't block the Google bot. The mobile version or the PC version, don't block them. Then you have 76% of the websites with the 404 or the 4xx server errors. So that means that those pages are not existing anymore in your server. You delete it for some reason, or you move it from to a different folder. So 76% of the website, they have that problem. Imagine if a user is going to a certain place of your website, a landing page, and they found this that text that it says 404 page not found, right? It's a really bad experience. Then you have the temporary redirects. So they are temporary for some reason, right? Because you are building something, you're creating something, but that temporary needs to be permanent. So check that, because if you have those temporary and you forget about that, you need to fix that immediately. That's going to be affecting all the stuff that you are doing with the engagement of the user that you are attracting. And you can see the rest of the problem. So these four are the most deadly mistakes for SEO, technical SEO. So this is an example of a poor site architecture. You see that there is a lot of silos. There are a lot of places where the user cannot go from one place to another without turning back to the previous page. So if they are looking for something, they need to be able to go from the product page to the main menu, or from the product page to another product that you are suggesting to them. So creating silos between your landing pages, your URLs, is not a good idea, because Google is going to be taking a lot of time into crawling that as well. Let's go to the second problem. the second mistake, which is internal linking. And we were mentioning that in the previous slide as well. So all your pages, they need to be somehow connected, smart connected with a suggestion, with a previous product, or with an additional product. And let's see here, the main problem with internal linking is that companies, that e-commerce are facing, is that 95%, somehow it's about 96% of the e-commerce that we have analyzed, they have pages with only one internal link. So that page is just redirecting to the main menu, and that's it. They're not offering any additional product, any extra services. They're not having any other link to any part of the website. So they are lonely pages. They are not contributing to your internal linking overall. That's the main problem with internal linking, that you have one single page and you're not offering nothing else more. You need to make the user navigate through your website. That's why you're putting another additional product services. You are creating additional content, so the user is going to be navigating through your website. Then the second problem here is 75% of the web pages, the e-commerce that we have analyzed, they have broken internal links. So from the page that they are visiting, they want to go to the next one, but that link is broken. So 75% of the web pages that we have analyzed have this problem. Then you can see the rest of the problem with no follow attributes in internal links, broken external links, and so on. But these two are the main ones that makes people feel frustrated. So how you can fix that? So basically, you need to do an audit of your internal linking and be sure that from one page that your user is visiting, they can go to the rest of your website. That's going to be just the perfect solution, the ideal solution. As you can see here, from this website, you can see the scoring that we have from our internal site audit is 65%. Why is that? Because just clicking on one from one page, you can go to 21% of the rest of the website. The user needs to click 2 times to go to the 42% of the website. The user needs to click 3 times to go to the 28% of the website. But if the user needs to click 4 times to go to the 9% of the website, so users are not clicking that many times on a website. So you need to make for them easier to click to go to the desired result, the result that they're searching for. You can see here the main problem, the broken internal links, the broken external links, or they don't have internal links at all. So the site structure and linking without any silence needs to be like this. You create more links in the text, and your most important pages should be clickable within 1 or 2 clicks. So from the home page to your main product, from the home page to your secondary most important product, and from those products you need to interlink in to the rest of the product, to additional products or related ideas, something that they can use as well. So all your website is somehow interlinked. So this is the main idea that I wanted to share with the second problem. Let's go to the third and fourth problem. I unify these 2 problems because they are kind of related. They're different as well, but they're kind of related. The first one is the sitemap, and the second one is the Robottxt. So these 2 are 2 files that they need to go, yes, they need to go inside of your website. How? With an URL. And it's kind of very easy to do this, but let's see how many e-commerces are applying to this. So this doesn't look as a big problem, but it is. This is affecting the sitemap not found in 38% of the e-commerces. So what it means that you don't have any sitemap. So basically, when the Google bot is visiting your website, scrolling your website, they don't know where exactly is your content, where are your products, what they need to crawl. So they're just going to be picking the most important part they think that they need to crawl, but they don't see any structure. When you have the sitemap, you will have the structure of your domain with the correct directions, the URLs, where your content is, where your products are, and the things that you want Google indexed for you. So that's why you need to have that in a right place, not only for Googlebot, but for the rest of the search engines as well. You have Bing over there. If you are working, for example, in Japan, you have Yahoo, you have Yandex, you have a lot of different crawlers over there. Then the second problem here is you have incorrect pages in your sitemap. You have a wrong sitemap. You have put different URLs there, and the crawlers, they are looking into your sitemap. They're comparing with the things that you have on your website, and that doesn't match. So you need to go to your search console and fix that problem from there. Then you see that there's the second layer of mistakes here is the robottxt is not found. So the sitemap needs to go inside of your robottxt. So you have that address there. And in your robottxt, you need to allow the crawlers to visit your site. You can also disallow the bots to go to your website. And you need to have the robottxt just to inform that, hey, I'm able to be crawled. I want to be indexed, and these are the parameters for that. Then you have the second problem, which is invalid robottxt format. You have some kind of text that is not meant to be there. You need to fix that as well. And these are basically txt files that you can use and format very easy. Let's go to the next problem, which is the number 5, which is security. What is happening with security on e-commerces? And basically, this is mostly related to HTTPS implementation, which is a higher level of security that most of the companies are using, or maybe they are not using. Let's see. Oh no, 72% of the e-commerces that we have analyzed, they have links that are leading from HTTP, that is not secure, to pages to an HTTPS site. So that's mixed content. Imagine that you have a product page that is HTTP, and the person, the user, the buyer, they are going to be seeing in their browser that, hey, be careful of this page because it's not secure. You can be hacked, you can have some problems, go away from here. So that's going to be the first thing that the user is going to be seeing. The second thing that they're going to be seeing is, okay, I want to buy from you, but I cannot trust you. So please give me some security here so I can be sure that I can buy from you. Then you have these issues with mixed content, which is the different, the reverse path. The user is going from HTTPS, from secure pages, to HTTP, to non-secure pages. So going backwards or going forward with HTTP or HTTPS is a problem for users. So they're going to be seeing all these messages with inside their browsers. Let's go with the next one, which is kind of related to HTTPS. Well, it's directly related. It's the server status and SSL certificates. So here we can see the security level. So when a client is coming to your website, they're going to be having this secure server working for them. They have these certificates. They're going to be receiving that into a server. That server is going to be just encrypting all the personal information, so making that more secure. And that connection will be with your server, with your page. So that's the creation of a secure connection. But there is a problem that most of the e-commerces right now are facing. So there is no the high-speed secure connection support that they don't have. For example, 80% of the e-commerces, they don't have that. You can easily fix that just working with your HSTS connection and your server. Then you see the rest of the problems here. The certificate is registered to an incorrect name, or your certificate has recently expired. You have an old security protocol version in your certificate. So as you can see, it's not only having a certificate, you need to be sure that you have the correct information over there, that you don't have any issues with the expiration date, and you can find so many certificates on the internet. But I will definitely recommend to buy one that is for 2 or 3 years, or someone that is more permanent here, so you will not forget about them. So that was the hardest part that you need to work about the offsite, about the architecture of your website. Let's talk now about the second part of the presentation, which is on-page optimization. So here you can see that the most important problem will be content. Yes, we are talking about that content that you are meant to publish in order to attract more users, or in order to make them purchase from your website. And let's take a look here from the results. So take a look at this information. 96%, almost 97% of the website, they have a low text to HTML ratio. What that means, right? That means that you have a lot of code, HTML code, that nobody sees, only the search engines, but the user sees only text, and you have just a few words over there, 50, 100 words, which is not enough for retaining, for capturing, for engaging more the users. And this is basically a mistake that all the website, all the e-commerce they have with their product pages. The descriptions of the product are the key solution for this problem. So you can create more content for those product pages. You can create a better description of the one that you have from the factory, for example. You can have more inspiration with a keyword research, for example, and then adding more than 200, 300 words. I will recommend, of course, more than 500. You need to check how many product pages you have. Maybe you need to do this only for your best products, or for the products that you want to sell faster. Then you have the problem with duplicate content. And we saw a few weeks ago, and a month ago, that John Mueller from Google, he was telling that there's nothing bad with duplicate content. We understand that if you have the same product page that you pick from the factory, and you have that same content, we are not going to be penalizing you. But the thing here is very tricky, because if you have the same content, you will be having the same results on the search engine as the factory has. So in this case, you need to have original content for attracting more users to your specific website, to that specific landing page. So here, 82% of the e-commerce that we have researched, they have that problem with duplicate content. So being original is the right solution here. Then you have the third problem, which is low word count. That means still that you don't have enough words. 73% of the e-commerce that we have reviewed, they don't have enough words. Why you need to have more words? Because you will be appearing in the first page or the second page. Let's go to the first page. Of course, results of Google to rank for those terms that we want to rank. That's why you need to have at least 500, 800, and in some cases more than 1,000 words to describe the specifics of the product or service that you want to promote. So let's think, for example, you want to promote fashion products, or some tech, or some whatever you want to promote. You need to create a very interesting title, then a very interesting header, H1 or H2, that's the hierarchy of the content, and please use images also for the content that you want to promote. For products, you know very well that that's perfect, but for the content, if you have a blog, please use images inside of each published post that you have. Then you can see that using tools, for example, live text editors, and using data. So data is going to be the core of everything for your rankings. Here you can see what are the semantically related words that you need to use if you are talking about, let's say, cryptocurrency, about battery life. What are the backlinks? So from which sources you can get those backlinks, or how many words you need to write in that specific post. Here you can see the text length is indicating me that I need to write more than 1,000 words for going at least in the first 10 results, competing with companies like PC Mac, Apple, Liveware, Mashable. So more than 1,000 words using all these words, all these links, and of course promoting that in with paid advertising as well will be a great idea. So what happens when you have long reads? So you have more than 300, 500 words. If you have at least 500 words, please use a list. You can see here, for example, that the title of this list, of this search query is starting with how to save iPhone battery. And what is happening if you are starting with the how to phrase? Google is going to be enabling this type of result, which is basically half of my screen, which is called feature snippet, which is basically a list of the results that I was creating inside of my content. So that's a great result because it's half of the screen. Feature snippet is the next KPI. Why is that? Because you will have a lot of visibility. And of course, if you create a video, you can also be appearing in the video results or in image results. So list, videos, and images needs to be inside of your product pages. Why is that? Because people love to see more information and specifics when they are considering to buy from you or not. So for that specific part of the funnel, you need to use list, videos, and images. Then let's go with the meta description. So why do you need a meta description? So basically to make the user understand that you are the right solution for what they're looking for. So how to write a good blog post meta description. You can see here that we have, okay, how to write an effective. I have the title, which is basically what I was searching for. And then I have the meta description, learn how to write meta description that engage search improve. Oh, that's the solution to my problem. Let's see the second result. So the second result is telling me that from 2007 posts on the Google Webmaster Central blog, oh, this is not solving my problem. This is giving me all information, right? Then the third result is not giving me anything. So they forgot to post, and this is a company that we really love. They forgot to add the meta description. So the meta description is giving the user the information they need to see if you can solve or not their problems. What is happening with the company? So duplicate meta description, basically 80%. So they have the same pages, product pages with the same meta description. Battery 1, battery 2, battery 3, whatever that you are selling, you have the same meta description. And that's the duplicated meta description. Users, they don't love that. I personally don't love that because I am searching for solutions to my problem and missing meta description, so they don't have anything there. So in their search result, you will not be showing anything. 72% of the e-commerce, they have that. Let's go with the number 9, which is the title tags. So these are meta tags that are not going to be shown anywhere in your web page, but internally robots, they see that. So duplicated title tags, or the title elements too long, or you don't have an H1 there. You see here the problems is that you are not using that to differentiate one page from another for robots. So this is how companies are using their data space, which is the title tag, the title element, when they're publishing content. So here you see those title tags. So basically, you have the title tags, you have one. The second one is more specific. The third one is giving me how to write title tags, the solution. So the title tag will guide me to understand, okay, this is the right thing that I'm searching for or not. And another thing here that is working very well for e-commerces are markups, schema markups. So you can see here different type of markups. For example, the ratings, the votes, the description, or the name of the actor, because this is for IMDb website from which is the social platform for Hollywood, for movies, actors. So using schema markups are going to be indicated that first, you are working seriously, really seriously with your results. Then you are informing the Google bot that this is a specific result that you want to be shown, that you want to be appear in the search result as something specific. It can be the telephone of your company, can be the price of the product, and so on. And they are looking just great on mobile devices. So if you're looking for a product in mobile devices, you will see the shopping list first. You can scroll all the products from the shopping list, and you can see the reviews, you can see the rating, the stars, the comments, everything that user needs to take that final decision. And let's take a look about the last problem, which are images. Yes, this is one of the most interesting problems. Why is that? Because 86% of the e-commerces that we have researched, they are missing the alt attributes in the images. Why is that important, you can say? Why do I need to specify the text behind that image? If Google has an artificial intelligence that is already that already knows what inside of that image, because Google is still a robot, and you need to specify that image to be ranked, to have better results on the image search result from Google. If you don't have that specific information about what that image is about, you will be missing a lot of opportunities. First, with the search, with image search results. Second one, with the feature snippet result. Because if you don't have any attributes, we have noticed that Google is not going to be adding that image into your feature snippet. It's going to be searching from another website that has that attribute. So the description of what that image has. Then we can see the broken internal images, so images that they don't exist anymore, or broken external images that they don't exist in other websites. So basically, for writing really good content, you can use tools, for example, and the SEO writing assistant, which is giving you the perfect scoring for the structure, H1, H2, H3. You have the list there, which Google is going to be taking for feature snippet. You have the right amount of words for your industry. If you are in the health industry, for example, you have a health e-commerce for medical equipment, you need to have a really good structure, but the language that you need to be using is different, needs to be more technical, as if you have, for example, touristic e-commerce. You are just selling equipment for hiking, biking, and so on. The language is going to be different, and you need to understand that with tools as well if you are writing a lot of content. So you can use tools like this, the SEMrush SEO writing assistant, so you can feel that difference between different industries and create better content for your users. And the trust factors. So basically, I was mentioning that from the very beginning. If you're going to be solving all these 10 problems, users, they don't gonna feel any problem to trust you. Why is that? Because you are you are in a good shape. And how you can fix all these mistakes, all these problems? So you need to perform a technical audit at least once per month. I will definitely recommend to do this at least one per week, depending on the size of your e-commerce, depending on the size of your team. But the first part is start running a site audit. You have several tools to do this. Of course, in SEMrush, we have one of the most powerful ones, and there you can see all the problems, warnings, and notices that your team, SEO team, or content marketing teams needs to solve. Then review problem by problem. So that's why you need to have a team or an agency that is working with your website. This is really important. Then view the thematic report, so how good you are in crawlability and HTTPS. If you're working in different international markets, how good is your international SEO for a better reaction from different languages. The performance overall of your website, your internal linking, how good is this is working. So you can just check these thematic reports, then analyze report by report, saying how good you are performing, and you can check, of course, what is happening with your competitors as well. You can perform a site audit for their websites and see how good they are or how far they are from you in terms of internal problems. You can review all the problem list, and you can fix all the problems at a page level. Go to each URL, go inside of that page in WordPress, in Shopify, wherever you want, and fix that from there. We're gonna be giving you all the instructions or the hints how to fix that. In some cases, of course, you're gonna need a programmer to fix those problems, and you can see the status report as well in Google Search Console with all the problems that you have active there. So you can do the dirt work working with our strategy, or you can just keep it simple, because simple is also SEO if you have it, if you want to have it in a good shape. So basically, that's all from me. I have a last bonus to offer to all of you, which is all the strategy that I was mentioned at the beginning, from a PDF report. You can find me, you can ask me questions through my LinkedIn. I'm Fernando Angulo, Head of Communication SEMrush. And this is the last bonus. All the technical SEO audits, of course, all this is for free. If you didn't understand any of the words that I was mentioning, all the glossary also here, and the technical SEO audits, the DIRT mind map, how you need to go, where you need to go exactly on your website, what you need to check, all is here in these 3 checks that I'm giving you as a bonus. Thank you for attending me, and thank you for this time.
Oh my gosh, this was so amazing. And I think I think some people were like, oh my gosh, I need to get way more technical with my SEO. I'm probably dropping the ball and all these things. So I think you probably instilled the fear into the hearts of many merchants watching this right now, as well they should be a little bit afraid. And I think that this is a often overlooked and high value session. And if we can execute on just a handful of these things, make sure that we're our sitemap is organized and so forth and so on, I think we'll be all in a better spot with our business. So Fernando, thank you so much. I plugged the guide here, and it's also, and you should have a link of it. The link is also in our show notes. You made it challenging for me by giving me a goo.gl with capitalization mattering, but we got it. We got it for everyone. It should be there for you to click through now. Awesome. Okay, Fernando, we are moving right into our next session. But wait, before you go though, why should I buy SEMrush? Because I know you've got the audit there, but just give me the down low, especially thinking about merchants that maybe are trying to rank better for their product key terms, or merchants that are thinking about exploring new products.
So basically, if you have a website and you want to keep it in a good shape, in a very competitive status among all the competitors that you have, you need to have the right tools to understand what is your situation in your industry, in your niche, what is the price of the products of the competition, how you can beat them. So all the intelligence that you can acquire with SEMrush, you're just gonna be buying that information, that data, and how to use it. Well, that's gonna be the hardest part, but you can do it just part by part, starting with SEO, content marketing, and so on. So you are buying basically intelligence, the information, the data that is able to make you go to the second level, to the third level, and going to be the leader of your industry.
Yeah, I agree completely. And I'd add that if you now, as like a solo founder or a small team, like a tool like SEMrush is going to be too much work for you to execute on with the other sides of your business. But as you grow a blog to like 5,000 or 10,000 visitors on the blog itself, that's when, you start to hire a head of marketing to take this over. Or maybe you've got a dedicated content marketing specialist inside your business. This is their tool. They live in here, and it informs their content strategy, and then their execution becomes a lot more laser focused, and you see the results. But just like you said, it's a business intelligence tool. It doesn't do the work for you. You have to put in the time after you get the analysis from a tool like SEMrush. So thanks so much, Fernando. I've got the tool here in chat for everybody that's following along. We are going to let you go.